What's up, y'all, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Cent.
And I'm Mo.
And we are back with another video, baby.
Yeah, baby.
What's up, y'all? Thank y'all so much for joining us today. We got a topic for y'all. And if you have any type of advice, opinion, please drop it in the comment section. We love to chat back. So today's topic is going to be kind of a serious topic. It's concerning a 12 and a 14-year-old boy, girl, cousins, y'all. Man. They were at a family party. Well, the family was having a party for the family.
What did you say, nigga?
That don't even make sense.
No, but no.
The family was having a party for the people in the family. Birthdays.
Yeah, in the month of March.
If that makes sense. So, what happened was, I saw the video on YouTube, and you can pull it up yourself and see it. But it seems as if the 12-year-old and the 14-year-old was in the bathroom on Instagram Live. They were on Instagram Live, and everybody else was in another room. So they were on live, and the girl cousin, she was in the back of the boy cousin. The girl was 12, the boy was 14. So she had a gun in her hand. She was playing with the gun, and it's so sad, y'all. This is an extremely sad story. You know, we not gonna go in for the respect of everybody, because everybody lost somebody. Like, this was like a terrible situation. But long story short, she was playing with the gun. The gun ended up going off and ended up shooting the 14-year-old boy in the head. He instantly, it looked as if he died right there on site, y'all. And so then when she realized what happened, within not even a minute, she fell back to the wall. She dropped down to the floor. She was in shock. She didn't even really have a chance to take in everything that happened, but she knew what had happened was horrible. She knew that it was bad. So without even giving herself some time to think about what just had happened, she picked up the gun and took herself out. And I had never seen anything like that. You know, I know it happens all the time, probably because there's so many guns out there now, you know what I'm saying? So I just wish it could have had a different outcome.
Yeah, I mean,
what's your take on it?
I mean, first of all, like, how is we still, like, to this day, like, having guns available for kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we not, like, locking them up in a safe or anything like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the sad part about it. And, you know, like, again, they was live on Instagram, you said?
Yeah. It was
live on Instagram. So if you have, like, your notifications set, you know what I'm saying, like, you know that, like, your child or whoever is live, you know what I'm saying, like, if you got, you know who live on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, Instagram gonna let you know, like, you know what I'm saying, who live.
Well,
so
it was 2:00 in the morning. It was 2:00 in the morning. So just maybe, because I don't think that the parent of the girl was there at all. Like, I think she just let her go to the family function, which, you know, we probably all would have done that, considering it was family.
Yeah, it's family.
So the mama was probably asleep. I mean, it was probably a lot of people asleep at the time.
But I'm not just saying, like, the mama. I'm just talking about, like, people that's, like, at the party or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I really wish I knew, like, how many people was, like, online watching it at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, once somebody go live, like, you get, like, a notification on Instagram. Like, that's one thing I do know, because every time somebody go live on Instagram, like, it's a notification that pops up. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, first of all, at 2 a.m, because the news report said it was, like, Friday at 2 a.m, which means it was a Thursday night gig. You know what I'm saying? So why is the kids at 12 and 14 still up that late on a Thursday night? Like, let's be clear on that part. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem that I got. And then at the same time, like, okay, so they live at 2 a.m. on Instagram. Like, that's a huge problem, because somebody else should have seen that, you know what I'm saying? Which a lot of people seen it, because if they wouldn't have, then the video wouldn't be out in the universe, you know what I'm saying, for everybody to see. So my thing is that whenever somebody seen on Instagram, like, why wasn't it like brought to the attention of somebody to say these kids got a gun? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big deal. But then another thing is like the gun that was shown, or that, you know what I'm saying, has been broadcast all over social media, was like not just a regular gun.
Nah, it wasn't
like
a regular
this was
gun.
you know what I'm saying, like, I don't even know what kind of clip that was, but that was, man, like the clip that they had up in that gun was like ridiculous.
But I just want to like piggyback off what you said about it being 2:00 in the morning. You know, granted that, you know, we living at a different time. You know what I'm saying? A different age and time or whatever. But back in the day, y'all know we all, like, from different areas of the world, but we all experienced the same thing growing up. Like, we all had, and I understand that it was a Thursday night, but maybe they were out of school the next day. I don't know. But, you know, we all grew up to where we had house parties.
Did you hear anything about a party today?
At least not any good ones.
Y'all look who fell into the gig. Hey, this ain't Soul Train. Okay, so where we're on our way to? The house party. What?
Family. We all would, you know, the kids were in one room, the adults was in another room.
Facts.
But it just seemed at this party, like, everybody was just like with each other. You know what I'm saying? Even though the boy and the girl cousins were in the bathroom. But, you know, and we didn't go to bed early during the family house parties.
I mean, true, but we wasn't up to 2 in the morning.
I
Like, really
literally
think about it
can't
back
remember
then.
what time we was up to, but
Bruh, you
we
wasn't
were
even
up
up past
late.
midnight.
We were up pretty late.
You wasn't up at midnight.
We were
Trust me.
up pretty late. We
Man,
were up
at the
pretty
house
late.
party that we went to back in the day, man.
But
y'all
that's
were-
back in the day though. Like, we talking
That's what I'm
about
saying.
now. Like,
Yeah.
now.
But
And
back
they,
in the-
they, you know, they 12 and 14. But like in general, you know, kids go to bed late. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are in their rooms on the phone. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a party, if they in a room by themselves. They can do whatever they want to do at any given time, whether they with their family, by themselves, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They like, they still up. They up. You know, if it's a family house party, I mean,
everybody
it's
good.
on. Everybody gonna be up.
Yeah,
like, how could
everybody
you be
good.
asleep if everybody in the house making noise, playing music? Like, how can you be asleep
Yeah.
in an environment like that? So, I can't blame it on like the time. The time is the time. It's 2:00. You know, it's 2:00.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like 2 in the morning though. Like, come on.
Given
like,
the fact of what was going on, I can understand why they were still up.
on a Thursday night at 2 in the morning. And 2 in the morning on Friday.
Why,
which means
whatever
Thursday
reason
night.
they decided to have the party on a Thursday night, maybe the kids were out of school the next day. You know what I'm saying? You know, it had to be a logical reason, because there's no way that the kids were going to go to school the next day, you know,
No,
if they
not
were
true.
still up
Not
that
true
late.
because, no, not true, because still, like, at the same time, like, that where it goes to where, you know what I'm saying, it's like irresponsible. You know
So
what I'm saying?
let's just
People
say
irresponsible.
they were out of school the next day.
But just say that they were not out of school the next day.
And that
You know
would
what
be
I'm saying?
another story, another topic.
But
you
that's
know what
my
I'm
thing.
saying?
So
So
who-
we don't know.
Nah, but
we
at
don't
the
know.
same
So
time,
it's
I don't care.
pretty much one of those things that's just up
Bro,
in the air, because we don't know.
Nah, but damn that. 12, 14, 2 in the morning, that's a sign for disaster. I don't care if they got school the next day or not. 12, 14, 12 years old, 14 years old at 2 a.m.?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you should be goddamn snoring, counting sheep. Knocked out.
I get
Okay.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I really do. But, you know, there's been times when, you know, our own kids were up at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't mean that they're going to be up. You're not thinking that they're going to be doing something like playing with a gun. You're not thinking
Yeah.
that.
Nah,
You know what
that's
I'm
true,
saying?
yeah.
So, I mean, everybody is in the house together. I see if, you know, the kids were like out at 2 in the morning, like in the streets at 2 in the morning. But these kids are in the house. You know what I'm saying?
But now let me stop you right there, because from the mama's perspective, the kids were out. You know what I'm saying? Since you put it that way, because they're out. She's not supervising. She
Right.
is, you know what I'm saying? So like they out with family,
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? And like from the interview that she did with the news or whatever, like she felt away. You know what I'm saying? Because she was like, they should have something, whatever she said, I can't remember.
And there's no way that, you know, with all that family, you know, they should have basically like made sure she was okay. Everybody should have stuck with somebody. You know, we got to look out for each other.
She said that everybody should have been with somebody or something of that nature.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, she really felt the way about it, and I can understand why, because she put her trust into those relatives to secure her.
But I'm gonna have to rebut that, because that's just after the fact of everything that happened. Because of course, you know, if she didn't feel comfortable with her daughter going with the family, she would have never let her go in the real first place.
Right, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just one of them things that, you know, it happened, and she didn't think or foresee that it was gonna happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, come on, bro. Like, if we all in the same house together, you're not gonna think to go in the other room every 5 minutes to check on a 12 and a 14-year-old. You just not.
I get that.
So,
but my thing is though, is like, again, so what you're saying is that she put her trust in her relatives, you know what I'm saying, to make sure everything was good, right?
Yeah.
So discounting the every 5 minutes or whatever being into the room, whatever like that, at the end of the day, if you know kids are coming over, why you ain't got your guns put up?
And that's gonna be the bottom line of it, because, you know, at the end of the day, we as adults gotta make sure that, you know, we out here purchasing these guns and stuff like that. You know, if we got them in the household, we gotta make sure they are at least locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because kids, they smart.
They smarter than us.
From 2 years old on up. Y'all see what happened to the young lady that was on a live call or something like that for work, I think. And her baby got hold of the gun and ended up shooting her and killed her. The baby was probably like 2, 3, 4 years old or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember exactly how old the baby was. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's our responsibility, I feel, as parents or whoever, you know, that's going to go out and purchase a gun, to make sure that the gun is locked up and not accessible to kids, teenagers.
Thanks.
You know, granted, you're not going to be able to like control each and every situation. You just not, because kids can get, like, these days, like, a lot of stuff is accessible. Like, they can get it out in the street. Who's to say that there was even a family member's gun? They could have got it from somebody, you know, Joe Smo in the street. You never know. Like, everything is accessible these days. So it's really not like, you can't play the blame game. You know, to me, you can't.
I mean, I get it. I understand, like, but I didn't know the other story you just said though. That's crazy.
Yeah. And it turned out it was like the boyfriend's gun or something like that. So yeah, they ended up arresting the boyfriend, I think.
Really?
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, like, this was like
look, that's another topic. We'll talk about
that.
That'll be another topic.
Like, I can't. It's not like fresh in my memory, so we'd have to.
That'll be another topic.
Go back and like research that, but. Yeah, at the end of the day, the bottom line is, you know, if we're going to be out here purchasing guns, we just need to make sure that they locked up at all times.
I agree.
You know, just so we, you know, if something like that does happen, we know that it's not on our conscience that it was our gun that the kids are playing with.
Right.
Granted, you cannot control every situation, because people can get anything at any given time from anybody out in the street. So you just never know. You know what I'm saying? I guess like these situations like this are like lessons. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not the first situation that has happened with somebody, or not just somebody, but like a teenager playing with a gun on live. It's not. So I guess we just have to make sure that we are checking on the kids every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
But still, man, like, bro, come on, we talking about 2 a.m. though, on a Thursday night. I don't care if you don't got school the next day, or if you do got school the next day. Bro, them kids should be in bed like before loud.
I mean, but come on, it was. I mean, considering what was going on, it was a house party,
Right, and it was family.
and it was
I get it.
family.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what
part.
I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
2 a.m. these days, I mean, it's like 11 o'clock.
No,
So
it's not.
Yes, it is.
No. I ain't gonna let you do that one. No, I ain't
I
gonna
mean,
let
it
you do that one.
is.
It's 2 a.m. and 11 p.m. is the same thing right now.
I
is what
mean,
you're saying?
pretty much, yeah. If you in the
Man.
house, as long as you are in the house, like I would see if they were like out in the streets. You know, that would be different to me.
But basically, she is because her mama was not around her.
But
and
she was
then-
with family.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
like I
that's
said, if she hadn't
but-
trusted the
yeah.
family, she would have never let her go in the first place. Because I know
True.
when I was coming up, I couldn't spend a night with nobody at
Right.
nobody's house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that gave my mama, I guess, a peace of mind of, you know, I'm not letting her spend the night in nobody's house. You know, if they want to come over here, that's fine. But she can't go out and spend the night nowhere.
Right,
So
bingo.
she felt comfortable
Right.
with let her daughter go with the family. She felt
with the family,
Maybe that
but
wasn't the first time that she
Listen,
went over there.
But listen though, you can't go with the family. You know what I'm saying? You can't spend the night with the family. That's what you just said, right? So what time you had to be home?
I mean, we talking about years ago.
It
I'm
don't
trying to
matter.
even
What time
remember.
you had to be home?
Back then?
What time? It don't matter back then. Now, what time you?
Nigga, it was
what,
back then.
What time
It
you
was
had?
back then.
What time you had to be home?
I had to be home. I cannot.
Don't make up nothing.
I literally can't remember.
But you ain't had to be home in no. You had to be home way before 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I had to be home.
All
before
right
2 o'clock in the
then. So that's
morning.
what I'm saying. So don't
But
play
that's because
that.
I was out.
That's my point.
I was
she was
out.
The daughter was out.
But she was out, but she was in the house.
No, she was out
In
with
the
family.
house.
No, she was out with family. How? Okay, she was out, but how did the mama know she was out with family? You see what I'm saying? Like, how did the mama know she was in a house? You see what I'm saying? Like, she assumed that because the daughter, this is what they said, the daughter's gonna be at the house party or whatever like that. So how did she really know that that's what she's gonna be? You see what I'm saying? It's like that. Like, it's been plenty of time, like me coming up, like, you know what I'm saying, whenever I was supposed to be here, but I was there. You see what I'm saying?
You did it for a long time.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like coming up like teenage years. So at the end of the day, it's like if your mama told you that you had to be back in at a certain time, you see what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, let's be real.
You ain't making no sense to me right
Okay,
now.
maybe I'm not. But at the end of the day, it's like, man, listen, it's a sad situation.
It's a
And
very sad
very
situation.
sad.
It's a
Mhm.
very sad situation. Like I said, you know, nobody is to blame in this situation to me because everybody.
Whoa. I'm not gonna let you do that.
I'm saying
So nobody's to blame.
somebody is to blame, but
So who are we blaming? Are we
I don't know who we are blaming.
Listen. I'm asking you a question. So we're blaming the person that had the gun? Like who?
we
like,
are gonna
original-
blame whoever is the owner of the gun.
Okay,
That's who we
so
can
that's-
blame. Which we
okay.
don't know. That's what I'm saying. We don't know who the owner of the gun was.
Okay.
But that's who's to blame because that gun should have been locked away or
Okay.
it shouldn't have been given to
I can agree
the
with you on that.
teenagers.
I can
You know
agree
what I'm
with you
saying?
on
But
that,
as
yeah.
far as her mama letting her go with her
I
family,
can't blame the mama.
Can't blame her.
I can't blame her.
She was, you know, because that could have
She put her
happened
trust
multiple
in.
times.
Yeah.
She could have spent the night at that particular house
Yeah.
multiple times. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
of course, she felt comfortable with her daughter going to that
Right.
house.
Exactly.
So we can't blame the people that was in the
can't
house
blame the
because it was a family function.
I ain't gonna say that now.
We don't know if they knew what was going on.
No, but at the end of the day, you can't say that you can't blame the people that was in the house because somebody in that house had that gun. If that,
Do you
if that
think?
gun
Do
was-
you think?
Yeah.
Or do you?
If that gun,
Or are you? Do we know that though?
if that gun was found in that house,
How do we know that they didn't get it from somebody that was, you know what I'm saying, in the streets? How do we know that? We
it
don't
don't matter.
know.
How did it get into the house?
If they got it from somebody in the streets, they brought it in the house.
That's
What
my
you mean?
point exactly. If they got it from out the streets and somebody brought it into the house, then it belonged to somebody into the house at that time.
No, I'm saying if the 12 and 14-year-old got it from somebody in the streets, we don't know that.
But how did the kids get it from somebody in the streets whenever they were at the house? That's what I'm saying. How did the kids get it from somebody in the streets?
Bottom line is, moral of the story is, we don't know where they got the gun
Nah,
from.
they got
We
it from
don't
somebody
know.
in the house. They got it from somebody that was in that house because they found it in the house. Apparently, allegedly. I don't know.
We don't know that. We don't know where they got
But
the gun
still,
from.
like, nah.
All I'm saying is they could have got the gun from anywhere. And at the end of the day, we already said this, but at the end of the day, we as adults need to be more responsible with locking the guns up.
Facts.
And that's just it. Anyway, y'all tell us what y'all think, because me and him about to fight.
Throw them bows, baby.
We about
Throw
to fight.
them bows.
But anyway, y'all, please make sure that you drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know all of your thoughts on this topic. You got anything else?
Man, that's it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified each and every time that we post another
Video, baby.
Until the next time, y'all.
Peace.
Peace. You wrong.
What?